Hello YouTube friends, Dr. Teresa here. Not too long ago, somebody asked me how often I clean out my filter for my Dwarf Seahorse tank, and I thought that was a good question to make a video about. First of all, I use an AquaClear 70 hang on the back filter. And I like the size because it has a lot of storage capacity to maximize biological filtration. I used to have a 20, or formerly known as the mini, on there because of the flow rate being more appropriate for a 10-gallon aquarium, but I wanted to have more space for that biological filtration. So to make the 70 work for my aquarium, what I did is I bought an additional AquaClear 20 impeller, and what I did is I opened up the housing of the 70. I took out the impeller that came with the 70, and then I'm going to swap out here. You'll see the 70 impeller with the 20 impeller. And what that does is allow me to have a lower flow rate that's more appropriate for a 10-gallon aquarium, yet the maximum storage capacity for lots of biological media. So it's pretty easy to put the impeller in there. I get that in, and then I put the housing back together, and they do work just fine swapping out the impellers that way. So once it's put together, I loaded up my biological media, which is basically the sponge and some ceramic media. I don't worry about having carbon in the filter because I do water changes of some degree every single day. So you can see on the top here, I have in an old nylon stocking some of the ceramic media, which is on top of a sponge, which is below. And I have here a view of where the impeller is underneath that intake tube. And what I'm going to be doing is taking this basket out that is holding the biological media and giving it a rinse. This is after I have already started a water change, and I am using a bucket of water that I just took out of the tank, and the tank is a little bit in disarray with detritus floating around because I'm in the cleaning process here. But look, you can see that build up in the sponge and in the ceramic media, and I just put the whole thing in that bucket that I just collected water in from the tank after a big water change. And notice I'm not doing anything special. I am just kind of moving the media up and down. I'm not shaking it because I want to get some detritus cleaned off, but I don't want to remove too much of the biological filtration. Now, I do this about once every 3 months. I'm actually disassembling the intake tube so I can clean that a little bit too. I only do it about once every 3 months, only because even though detritus does build up inside of the biological filtration, so does all of that good biological colonizing bacteria that keeps the water stable. I'm also going to take out here, you can see the impeller area could use a cleaning, so I'm going to use my tweezers and pull out the impeller. And I'm going to give that a little bit of a clean too, as well as get inside of that well where the impeller was and clean inside of there. This will keep it functioning very well, preventing it from getting stuck because of a buildup of detritus. Here you can see some of the buildup coming off the Q-tip. And then I also clean off the outflow area, getting that extra algae off of there. It doesn't really harm the aquarium, but it doesn't look as nice, so I do go ahead and clean that off. Then I start to clean the inside of the intake tube with some tube brushes. And you see here I'm going to be taking it apart so that I can better reach some of the areas that aren't as accessible. And it's not going to come completely clean. That's not my goal. Actually, all of that buildup will contribute to more biological filtration. I just want to get the excess algae out of there so everything continues to function well. And here, notice the sponge that goes to the bottom of the media basket. I'm just dipping it. I'm not even squeezing it. Again, I'm just trying to get the excess detritus off so everything continues to function. But I don't want to lose too much of the colonizing biological bacteria. Making some finishing touches on cleaning the impeller before I put it back in the housing there. Put the intake back on, snap that into place, and I'm ready to start reassembling my media basket, putting the sponge at the bottom, and then grabbing the ceramic media, putting it on top of that, getting it ready to go back into the filter. I did want to show the bucket. Look at how filthy that looks, and I didn't even really do a real cleaning on the sponge or the media, but a lot of detritus came off, but I still preserved a lot of biological filtration. And so here I am putting the media basket back in the filter. It's rinsed off pretty well, while a lot of that colonizing bacteria is still preserved. Next, I rinse out the sponge that I use on the intake tube to prevent brine shrimp and seahorses from getting sucked into the filter. I do squeeze this one because I do want that one as clean as possible, and I don't really rely on it for biological filtration. So you can see I'm in the process of doing a larger water change, and the tank looks kind of messy. But there I am putting the sponge back on as I'm preparing to restart the filter. So one final touch, I wipe off the lid of the filter, and before I replace it, I refill the filter tank to get the siphon back going so that the filter will work, and then put the lid back in place and turn on the filter. So here we can see that it's running, and it's just going to take a little bit for the siphon to complete, and there it goes. The flow is where I would like that to be. And here's the tank view. We have nice circulation again. The brine shrimp is being pulled to the center and pushed down so that the seahorses are more likely to encounter it. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any other questions or ideas for videos, I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this information useful, please give a thumbs up. It really helps. Thanks so much again, and take care.